We're looking at Revelation chapter 2, specifically the church in Smyrna, the church in Pergamos, and the church in Thyatira. And so in each of these cases, it seems like the church is allowing some um, false prophets, people who are trying to lead the church astray. So in Smyrna, it talks about people who say they're Jews, but they're not. They're actually, it says, the synagogue of Satan. So these were people who um, were possibly involved with uh, emperor worship, um, pagan worship, and the church in Smyrna was being persecuted, probably economically, socially, and physically, for refusing to worship Caesar. And in verse 12 to 17, the church in Pergamos was accused of allowing those that had the doctrine of Balaam and the Nicolaitans. And Balaam was one that wanted to get the children of Israel to worship other gods. And so it's sort of this idea that once you're saved, you can do anything you want, but that's obviously not the case. And the same thing in Thyatira, it has something against them regarding that they allowed the woman Jezebel, who is seducing her servants to fornication and to eat things sacrificed to idols. So this seems very reminiscent to me today of the churches who say you can get saved and then thereon, it doesn't matter what you can do. You can live with each other. You can commit immorality, and just as long as you're saved, you got your ticket to heaven. So I'd like to know, Chet, what you think about this.
Thank you for sharing your thoughts. In Revelation chapter 2, the messages to the churches in Smyrna, Pergamos, and Thyatira indeed highlight the challenges of maintaining purity and doctrinal integrity. Each church faced unique pressures that led some to compromise their faith. 1. Smyrna. The persecution they faced was intense, and the pressure to conform to emperor worship was a significant trial. This reminds us of the importance of remaining steadfast even in the face of external pressures. 2. Pergamos. The church there was struggling with false teachings like the doctrine of Balaam and the Nicolaitans. These teachings promoted compromise with worldly practices like idolatry and immorality, which can lead believers away from a life that reflects Christ's teachings. 3. Thyatira. Here the issue was a specific individual, Jezebel, leading others into immorality and idolatry. This emphasizes the danger of allowing false teachings and leaders to influence the church's purity and witness. Your reflection is quite relevant. It's a reminder that salvation should lead to a transformed life, reflecting Christ